Okay, so this time actually is the most commonly used application in Microsoft Office, no, and even in Google Drive, no. Uh, because of course presentation software such as Microsoft PowerPoint, no, sa Gmail ang ano po doon ay Google Slides, no. Sa Apple naman po Keynote, no. Keynote, sorry Bisaya, Keynote, no. So Microsoft Word, Google Slides, sa Apple Keynote has become a staple in education, no. And these tools allow users to create visually appealing, no, organized presentation to convey information effectively. So whether used by teachers for delivering lessons or by students for presenting projects, these platforms offer numerous features like animations, slide transitions, multimedia integrations, and templates to enhance audience engagement. Teacher can create interactive lessons by embedding videos, quizzes, and links, thus making the learning process more dynamic and engaging. So presentation software is also highly beneficial for students as it develops their communication skills by helping them convey complex ideas clearly and confidently. So these platforms allow for easy collaboration as multiple users can work on the same project simultaneously, making group presentation easier to manage. So the ability to share PowerPoint presentation or any presentation via the cloud enables seamless integration into virtual classroom. So facilitating both synchronous and asynchronous learning, mastery of presentation software is not only important for academic success, but it is also a key skill in many professional fields. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay, sir. Thank you po. In recent years, technology has transformed every aspect of our lives, and education is no exception. Our discussion today will explore how these educational technology tools are revolutionizing the educational experience for students and educators alike. So let us define first what is educational technology tools. Educational technology tools is a tools often referred as EdTech, are digital resources, devices, and application designed to enhance the teaching. These tools have revolutionized traditional teaching methods, offering innovative solutions to engage students and create a more interactive, efficient, and inclusive educational landscape. It is also defined as a digital resources and platforms that support and enhance teaching and learning. They cater to various educational needs from course management to interactive learning experiences. So, classmate, ang EdTech, educational tools, ay mga digital o mga makabagong pamamaraan ng pagtuturo. Ang kahalagahan nito ay nagbibigay ng mas maraming pamamaraan na nakakatulong para mas maging effective and easier ang learning process, both students and educators. So now, let's define what is presentation of software. Presentation of software refers to the process of showcasing a software application or system to an audience, typically to inform, demonstrate its features and highlights, its benefits and functionalities. This is often done in various settings, such as educational demonstrations. Another definition is a comprehensive process that involves showcasing that software functionalities, benefits, and value to an audience. By preparing effectively, structuring the presentation well, and utilizing engaging tools and techniques, you can ensure that your audience understands and appreciates the software potential impact. So by using a software presentation to our students, ay mas madali nilang mauunawaan at magiging active sila sa participate on the topic or lesson that we are discussing with them. So I prepared 5 common example of software application in teaching. So number 1 is Microsoft PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is one of the most popular presentation software applications available today. It includes numerous user-friendly features for design, sharing, collaboration, object insertion, slideshows, text formatting, audio, and video. So here are some key points of PowerPoint about its use in teaching. Number 1 is visual aid. Teacher can use slides to illustrate complex concepts, provide examples that can enhance understanding and retention of information. Two, in student engagement, well-designed slides can capture students' attention and make learning more dynamic. Using multimedia elements like animations and transitions can make the presentation more engaging. And number three, collaboration. PowerPoint presentation can be shared and collaborated on, allowing students to work together on project and presentation. This promote teamwork and communication skills. So si PowerPoint, ginagamit na tools ng mga teachers upang gawing mas malinaw ang information para ipakita yung mga idea para mas mabilis na maunawaan ni student ang isang topic sa pamamagitan ng mga visual aids tulad ng mga slides, photos, and graphics. For example, ang topic nyo is what is the different part of the plants. Gagawa si teacher ng PowerPoint presentation using the picture or photo of a plant. Then si teacher, ituturo niya kung saan makikita si roots, si stems, si leaves, si flowers, and other parts of the plant. Naniniwala kasi ako na mas mabilis na matatandaan ni student yung lesson pag nakikita niya kaysa nai-imagine lang nila just on their mind. So another example is Google Slides. Google Slides is a web-based software that is part of Google Workspace. It allows user to create, edit, and share presentation online. Here are some key points of key features and aspects of Google Slides. Templates and themes. Google Slides offers a variety of templates and themes to help you to help you design professional looking presentations. You can also customize slides with your own design elements. Number two, integration with Google Workspace. Google Slides integrates seamlessly with other Google Workspace tools like Google Docs, Sheets, and Drive. You can easily insert charts, tablets, and other elements from these tools. So ginagamit ang Google Slides particular sa mga online class upang ipakita ng mga topics at mga aktibidad ng mga estudyante na makipag-ugnayan sa pamamagitan ng chat o comment features. Nakasalalay sa kakayahan nito na magbigay ng madaling pag-access at collaboration sa mga presentation. Example, online class, magbibigay ng report si teacher kay students. Dito maaaring gumawa ng mga slides sa mga estudyante gamit ang iba't ibang uri ng template at tools sa Google Slides tulad ng text, larawan o video. Maaari ka kasi mag-iwan ng mga comment sa particular na bahagi ng slide. Halimbawa, kung ang isang estudyante ay may tanong o mungkahi sa isang slide, maaari lang i-highlight ang bahagi ng slide at magdagdag ng comment para sa mga kasamahan o guro para makita ito. Ang Google Slides din ay nagpapahintulot sa maramihang mga gumagamit na mag-edit ng parehong dokumento ng sabay-sabay. So another example is si Prezi. Prezi is a cloud-based presentation of software that offers a dynamic alternative to traditional slide-based presentation tools like PowerPoint. So here are some keywords and aspects of Prezi. Zooming user interface. Unlike traditional presentation that uses static slides, Prezi uses a zooming canvas that allows you to move between different topics and selections in a non-linear fashion. This creates a more engaging and visually interesting experience. Number two, interactive features. You can embed multimedia elements like videos, images, and links within your Prezi presentation. This helps make the content more interactive and engaging for your audience. So si Prezi naman, nagbibigay siya ng concept ng interaktibong pagpapakita ng information gamit ang Zoom at paggala upang mas maipakita ang connection ng mga idea na nagiging mas madaling maunawaan ng mga aralin ng mga estudyante. Si Prezi is more likely like kay PowerPoint, mas dynamic lang yung mga visual effects and slides compared to PowerPoint. So next example is the Keynote. Keynote is a presentation software developed by Apple Inc. It is designed for creating and delivering presentation with a focus on ease and high quality visuals. Here are some key features and aspects of Keynote. Number one, intuitive design. Keynote offers an easy-to-use interface with drag and drop functionality, making it straightforward to create and design presentation. Its user-friendly design tools are tailored for both beginners and advanced users. Number two, high-quality templates. Keynote provides a range of professionally designed templates and themes that can customize to suit your presentation style. These templates include a variety of layouts and design elements to enhance visual appeal. So ang halaga ng Keynote sa pagtuturo, ito ay nagbibigay ng mas mataas na kalidad or visually appealing sa presentation natin ng mga topic. So mas advanced siya, tapos gumagamit dito ng mga animation tools para mas mapadali at epektibo yung paraan ng pagtuturo. So si Keynote ay for Apple user gadgets only. So, yun nga, sinabi ko, mas advanced yung mga designs at may animation tools na pwede mong gamitin. For example, ang subject is magpakita ng mga classical na painting. So, gagamitin natin ang Keynote upang lumikha ng isang slide deck na magpapakita ng iba't ibang classical na painting. Pwede kang magdagdag ng mga larawan ng mga sikat na painting doon, tapos gagamit ka ng mga text boxes para ipaliwanag yung bawat isa. So, gumagamit din ng animations upang i-highlight ang mga details ng mga paintings o ipakita ang mga proseso sa paggawa nito. So another example, and the last example is Canva. Canva is a graphic design platform that simplifies creating visual content. It is used for a wide range of design projects, including presentations, social media graphics, posters, flyers, and more. Here are some key features and aspects of Canva. User-friendly design. Canva offers a simple drag-and-drop interface that makes it easy for users, even those with no design experience, to create a professional-looking graphics and documents. Templates. Provides a vast library of customized templates for various types of content, such as presentations, social media posts, infographics, resumes, and more. Design elements. Canva offers both free and paid elements, and you can upload your own image and asset. So sa Canva, ang kagandahan dito, makakahanap ka na ng mga template na pwede mong gamitin para sa mga lesson plans mo na may mga pre-designed na layout na. Pwede kang mag-customize ng mga ito upang umangkop sa particular na paksa o topic para sa mga estudyante mo na gagawin mo. Okay, the above example of software application offers unique features and benefits, catering to different needs and preferences. Choosing the right tools depend on factors like ease of use, design, capabilities, collaboration, and the specific requirements of the presentation. Ang importante kung saan ka comfortable na gamitin yung gagawin mong presentation, kung comfortable ka sa PowerPoint, sa Google Slide, Canva, ang mahalaga ay maipaliwanag natin ng maayos at naiintindihan ng ating mga estudyante ang dapat nilang malaman tungkol sa topic na dinidiscuss natin. So lagi po nating tatandaan na kahit tayo ay nasa makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo, naniniwala pa din ako na ang pinakamabisang paraan para matuto ang ating mga estudyante ay ang ating pagmamahal sa kanila. Gawin natin ang lahat ng paraan upang sila ay matuto para magamit nila sa kanilang magandang kinabukasan. This is the end of my report. Again, I am Alvin Aribe. Thank you for listening and God bless to all of us.
Okay, I just want to give you or to share.
PowerPoint in under 20 minutes. With PowerPoint, you can create, edit, and share professional-looking presentations so you can land your message. Let's start with how you can even get PowerPoint. To get PowerPoint, you can head to the following address, powerpoint.new. This will let you use PowerPoint for free in your web browser. This will drop you into a blank new presentation. If you would like to use the PowerPoint app, head to the following website. You could also click on the card in the top right-hand corner. On this page, click on the text that says Get Microsoft 365, and you'll see the various options available. When you launch PowerPoint, you'll land on the home screen, and this helps you get started. In the top left-hand corner, you can kick off a blank new presentation. To the right of that, you also have a number of different themes that you can start from. It's well worth looking through here to see if one of these might match your needs. Right down here, you can view more themes, or over on the left-hand side, you can also click on New. They both go to the same place. And this will show you an exhaustive view of all of the different available templates and also themes. Let's click back into Home. Right here we have a search field, so you can look for an existing presentation that you've worked on. And down below, you'll see all of your recent presentations, making it really quick to get back to work on your presentation. In the top left-hand corner, let's click into a blank new presentation. This now drops us into a brand new presentation, and I have lots of work to do to get this ready. But before we start working on this presentation, in the top left-hand corner, let's click on this floppy disk icon to save the presentation. You can also press the shortcut key Control-S. This opens up a save dialog, and I'll call my file the Kevin Cookie Company All Hands. Down below, you can choose a location for your file, and by default, it places it in OneDrive. I would recommend uploading it to Microsoft's cloud, or basically Microsoft servers. There are a few benefits to doing that. For one, it'll automatically save your presentation as you're working on it. You'll also be able to jump back to previous versions of your presentation, and it also makes it really easy to share it with others. Right down below, I'll click on Save. I'm now all ready to start working on my presentation, and here I can see my very first slide. Over on the left-hand side, I can see that I have one slide in my presentation. Right over here, I'll click to add my title, and I want to build out an all-hands deck for the Kevin Cookie Company. I'll title it All Hands, and for the subtitle, I'll type in Kevin Cookie Company. Of course, I need more slides. To add another slide, over on the left-hand side of the ribbon, under the Home tab, there's the option to add a new slide. I'll click on this, and this inserts the second slide into my presentation. If I hover over this, you'll see that the shortcut key to add a new slide is Control-M. I'll press Control-M, and that adds yet another slide. I can also click down here, and you'll see this line appear. I can press Enter on my keyboard, and that will also add a slide. You might have noticed that the slide layout is a little bit different on this slide compared to my very first slide. As I insert a slide, you can always click on this drop down, and here you can select your layout up front, but you can also change it retroactively. Up here, I'll click on this icon, and this allows me to change the layout. I'll select this one with a section header, and that now changes the layout. I now want to start building out an outline for my deck. To navigate up my slides, I can click on the up arrow, and that'll move me up, or I could also move down throughout my slides. Right up here, I want to add a slide where we talk about the customer feedback that we've been hearing here. It's not entirely positive, but it's worth mentioning. On the next slide, I want to discuss opening the new factory. I'll add a slide for that. And right here, this will be the last slide, and we'll say thank you. Now, on second thought, we should probably also discuss the revenue numbers that we've seen here the last year. To add a new slide in between, I can place my cursor right here and click, and then hit the Enter key, and that adds another new slide. And for this, let's title this Revenue. Looking at my outline here, we start with customer feedback, and unfortunately that's not entirely positive, so perhaps it makes sense to move this to the end of the presentation. To move a slide, I can simply press and hold on it, and I can move it to a new position. I can also press the Control key to select multiple slides, and I can move multiple slides at once. You can also press the Shift key to select multiple slides. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can also click into the slide sorter. And here too, you can also move slides around to match exactly how you want your presentation to appear. Down below, let's click back into the normal view. Back in the main view, I've been thinking a little bit more about this customer feedback, and it is unfortunately negative, and I don't know if I want management to see that. What they don't know can't hurt them. I can right-click on this item, and here's the option to delete the slide. I could also simply press the Delete key on my keyboard, and that removes the slide altogether. Now that I've finished my outline, I am ready to apply a theme. Otherwise, things will just look a little bit too bland. Up on the top tabs, let's click into the option titled Design. And here I can select any one of these themes. When I hover over it, I can preview it down below on my presentation. I can click on this icon and I can view the full set of different themes. Now, this one titled Organic is very appropriate because we only use organic ingredients here at the Kevin Cookie Company. I'll select this option. Over on the right-hand side, there's another category titled Variants, and here I can apply different variants of this theme. This applies a slightly darker background, or maybe here a little bit lighter. I have all these different options. If I want to jump back to another theme at any point, I could expand this category, and here I could very quickly change it. Or I could even go back to the base theme by clicking on this one right here, and we're right back to where I started from. Over on the right-hand side, you can also adjust the slide size. You can also format the background. background. So you could set the background to whatever you want it to be. And one of my favorites, in the top right-hand corner, there's an option called Designer. I'll click onto my first slide with all hands, and then let's click on Designer. This will look at the content of the slide and recommend a design based on it. So here we see that the slide says all hands, and here it's recommending different designs that incorporate hands. That's pretty clever. I'll choose this first one where the hands are raising in the air. My manager will really like that touch. And look at that. That looks really slick. Here the hands raise up in the air. That's nice. In the top right-hand corner, I'll close this out. I think I'd like to build out my very own theme. Now, I could go through each individual slide and try to apply a theme, but that'll take a lot of work. Instead, up on top, let's click on the View tab, and right here there's an option called Slide Master. Let's click on that. Over on the left-hand side, I see all the different layouts, and at the very top, I see the root layout. Any changes that I make here will carry through to every single slide throughout my presentation. Here, I could adjust things like the colors. I could adjust the fonts, the effects, the background styles. Let me select this gray gradient background. I'll move PowerPoint over, and you can even drag in images. I'll pull in the logo for the Kevin Cookie Company. And here, I can click on these handles to resize the logo. I think that's a good size, and I'll place it right here alongside the title. I think this Slide Master looks good. Right up on top, make sure you're in Slide Master, and then you could close out of this view. And just like that, it has now applied this style to all of the different slides in my presentation. And here's the true magic. I can now insert a new slide, and look at that. It automatically uses that image and that background. I'll delete this slide. I now want to start adding some content to my presentation. I'll go up to my second slide for the new factory, and here I can enter in some text. I'll paste in some details of the new factory. Now, of course, this is just a bulleted list, and it's a little bit dense. I think I can make it more visual. I'll highlight all of this text, and on the Home tab in the center, there's an icon for Smart Art. This will turn it into a visual. I'll click on this, and I see all these different options for Smart Art. You could simply hover over them, and you could preview what it'll look like. I'll select, let's go with this option right here. With this option selected, I now get two new tabs up on top. Here I have Smart Art Design and also Format. If I click into Design, here I could adjust the look and feel. I could also change the colors. Let me click into Colors, and I like this one right here. I think that goes along nicely with our logo. Over on the left-hand side, I could also add additional bullets. For example, our general manager of this factory, who else could it be but Cookie Monster? I'll type that in. This now looks really good. I'll select this object and move it over to the left-hand side. This is highly sensitive information on this slide, and I want to make sure that everyone knows that this is confidential. Up on top, let's click on the Insert tab, and you can insert all sorts of different items directly onto your slide. You can insert a table, you could insert pictures, you could insert shapes, icons. Here, you could even insert audio and video under media. So there are all sorts of different items that you could place on your slide. Now, I just want some basic text. I'll click on text box, and then I could click anywhere on my slide. I'll click here, and then I could type in the text confidential. With this object selected, up on the Home tab here, I could adjust things like the font. Now, I want to make sure that everyone takes this seriously. So there's no better font than Comic Sans. Here, I could also adjust the font size. Let's make it really large, maybe 72. And here, I could even adjust the color. Now, up on top, I also have Shape Format. And here, I could adjust all sorts of different settings related to this object. I can also click on this icon, and this opens up a pane on the right-hand side that exposes all of the different settings. Currently, I'm in Text Options. Here, I could click on Color, and let's say I apply some transparency to it, just so it sits on top of the content, but it's not the main focus. That looks about right. I'll close this out, and here I could also rotate the text, and let's place it right on top of the slide. As I move the text object around, you'll see these guidelines appear that help me align this text on the slide. So here it's perfectly center and middle aligned. I think this slide could also use some pictures of the new factory. Up on top, I'll click on Insert, and then let's click on Pictures. You have a few different options. You could pull pictures in from this device, stock images, or also online images. I'll select Stock Images. And right up on top, you have all sorts of different categories of stock images, but I just want a basic picture of a factory. I'll type that in. I like this picture of people working and this exterior shot. They both look good. I'll click on Insert. This now inserts the two photos onto my slide. Now I could reposition these and adjust these. With these images selected up on top, I have picture formatting controls, and I can do all sorts of things like
Kailangan ng
adjusting
SIM
the
card
color
para
or show
magumana
different artistic effects.
kailangan
Your style.
i-register siya sa
I'd rather have Designer just do it for me. I'll select both of these pictures and press Ctrl X. Next, I will insert a new slide by pressing Enter, and here I'll paste the two pictures onto this slide. On the Home tab, let's go over and click on Designer, and let's see what it comes up with. Look at these. These are some fancy designs. I like this one where it's cut out on the edge. I'll click on that, and here that's now changed both of my photos. I can now cut this, and I can now bring it back to slide number 2 and paste it in. And that looks really nice. I couldn't have done that on my own. One problem is my confidential text now sits under the photo. If someone shared this, I couldn't blame them. That's because this text is a lower layer. I can right click on it and I can now bring that to the front. Up on top, I can also click into Shape Format, and there's something called the Selection pane. I'll click on that, and here I see all of the different objects on my slide. Whatever item is on the topmost layer. That's the confidential text. Here, if I move it to the bottom, it now sits under everything, and here I can move it to the top. Now, on second thought, as I'm working on this presentation, I don't know if I need to be able to see this text until I'm all done. Over here, I can click on this icon, and that'll hide that object. That looks fine for now. I'll close out of this pane. This slide contains a lot of information, and when I present it, I just want to talk about each item individually. We can use an animation to bring in each one at a time. Let's click on Animations up on top, and then I'll select this object, and I can choose my animation. I want it to fade in. I'll select this, but currently it just all fades in at once. Over here, I can click on Effect Options, and here I can have it fade in one by one. So here it'll bring in one, then the next, and then the next, and they'll fade in on click. Over on the left-hand side, I see this star icon indicating that I have an animation on this slide. You can pull off all sorts of fancy animations in PowerPoint. If you're interested in going deep on animations, be sure to check out the video in the top right-hand corner. Over on the left-hand side, let's click on slide number 3 and delete it. And here I'm now on the revenue slide. Up above, let's click on Insert, and right in the center, you can also insert a chart directly onto your PowerPoint slide. You can bring in a chart from Excel, or you can make it directly within PowerPoint. You have all the different charting options that you would find in Excel. I'll insert a column chart and then click on OK. This inserts my column chart, and I get a mini version of Excel directly within PowerPoint. Here, I'll change it to look just at this first column. And over here, I'll close this out. And right up for the Series 1, let me change this to Cookie Revenue in Millions. Now, up above with this chart item selected, here you could add different chart elements. You could adjust the layout, you could change the colors, and you could also change the chart style. Just like with all the other objects that we've seen, you can customize an object to your heart's content. We had such fantastic results in Q4, and I want to make sure to draw attention to that. Up on the top tabs, let's click on Insert and then click on Shapes, and here I'll insert an oval. To make it a perfect circle, press the Shift key and then drag, and here I get a perfect circle. I think that looks good. With this object selected, let's go to the Formatting Controls, Shape Fill, and here I'll select No Fill. Then let's click on Shape Outline, and I'll click on the eyedropper, and I can take a color from anywhere else on my slide. I'll take this yellow color from my logo. I'll click there, and that applies it to this circle. Right up above, I'll click on Shape Outline again, and let's add some more weight. Let's increase it to maybe 6, just so it really stands out. Now people won't miss that we set a new record. I want to make sure that no one misses these great results, and I think the Morph transition can help me really call this out. Up on top, let's click on the Transitions tab, and there are all sorts of different transitions that you can apply between slides, but a very special one is called Morph. To use Morph, let's right-click on this slide and then go down to Duplicate. I now have 2 identical versions of this slide. Over on the right-hand side, let's close out of this pane. On slide number 3, I'll press the Control key and then move my mouse wheel out so I zoom out. You could also use this zoom control in the bottom right-hand corner. And here I'll take the oval while pressing the Shift key and I'll expand it so it's larger than the slide. I'll zoom out a little bit more and let me zoom out. Then on this slide, let me click on this Morph icon. Now it'll morph from that larger circle to the smaller circle. So with morph, it'll look at where the object is on this previous slide, it's this large size, and then it'll morph down or shrink down to this smaller size. So let's preview what this looks like. Here, as I call that out, it'll zoom in on this point, so that way no one will miss it. Up on the top ribbon, over on the right-hand side, I have all sorts of different controls that I can use to modify morph. For example, maybe I want it to take a little bit more time, so I could increase the duration. If you want to learn about all the different fancy ways that you could use morph, be sure to check out the video in the top right-hand corner. While I'm presenting, I also want to make sure that I call out that we're going to celebrate this milestone. Down at the very bottom, I have this one icon that says Notes, and I can click on that, and that toggles on Notes at the bottom. I could hover over this line, and I could expand the space for my notes. And here I'll type in some text to make sure that I tell the org to celebrate this milestone. You could press the Control key with your mouse wheel, and you can zoom in or out on your notes to make it easier to read. Here I can minimize the notes again, or here I could toggle it away. I'd really like for my teammates to come in and review this deck before I share it out with the organization. In the top right-hand corner, I can click on this share icon, and I have a few different options, but I'll click on the first one titled Share. This opens up a dialog where I can type in email addresses to share with, and right up here I can also set the permissions. Once I'm all done, I can click on Send, and this will send out a copy of the presentation. Once I share this presentation with others, up on the top tabs, I can click on Insert, and over here I can insert a comment. So this way we can have a conversation about this presentation, and I can even mention different people in my organization. Here, I'll simply enter, let me know what you think, and then send this out. Here, I'll close out of this pane. I feel like I'm all ready to present this presentation now. Up on the top tabs, let's click on the option titled Slideshow. And right here, there's an option called Rehearse with Coach. This is well worth trying out. This allows you to run through your presentation, and it'll give you feedback on how you present. It'll even give you a very handy report at the end. Once you're ready to share your slides, over on the left-hand side, you can start presenting from the beginning or the current slide. A helpful shortcut key, you can press F5 to start presenting. I'll click on this. This now opens up my presentation. When I move my mouse, I see various controls on the bottom. I can also right-click my mouse, and I can also see all of those same controls. For instance, let's say I want to open up a laser pointer. I could go down to Pointer Options and select Laser Pointer, and I could then move that around the slide. To exit presentation mode, simply press the Escape key. If you have two monitors, you'll see an experience that looks like this, where you'll see the current slide that your audience can see here. You have all of your different controls down below. Say, for example, you want to open up the laser pointer. Over on the right-hand side, you see the next slide coming up, and here you'll see all of your different meeting notes that you attached to the slide. Here too, I could also end the slideshow. Along with presenting your presentation live, you can also pre-record it. Up on the top tabs, click on the Record tab. And here you can start recording from the beginning. When you click on this, this opens up the Record interface. Here, you'll see all of your notes up above, and you could even turn on a teleprompter to scroll through your notes. Down below, you'll see the current slide, and you also have various annotation tools. Once you're ready to record, you can simply click on this red Record button, and this will now record your presentation. Once you're done, you can stop, then click on Export, and you can export your presentation as an MP4. All right, well, that was a quick look at how you can get started using PowerPoint. One important thing to keep in mind: the PowerPoint presentation complements your presentation and helps you convey and land your key message. The PowerPoint itself should not be the center of attention or the focus. To watch more videos like this one, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, so why do I need to play video presentation about my PowerPoint presentation? This will be the most common one, you know. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we have three most commonly used: the PowerPoint, the Google Slide, and the Apple Keynote. No, the Microsoft PowerPoint kasi is one of the most widely used presentation software tools, no, known for its robust features and versatility. No, so it allows users to create detailed and visually engaging presentation with its array of templates, no, fonts, animations, and multimedia options. So PowerPoint is commonly used in both educational and professional environments. offering features such as slide transitions, smart art, and advanced editing tools. No, it is also integrates seamlessly with other Microsoft Office applications, making it easier for users to incorporate data from Excel to Word into their presentation. So PowerPoint's offline capabilities make it reliable choice, no, for users who need to work without constant internet access. Google Slide, no, is a cloud-based presentation software provided that you have Gmail account, no, that excels in real-time collaborations and is for access, no. A part of Google Workspace, it allows multiple users to work on the same presentation simultaneously, making it ideal, no, for group projects and team-based tasks. No, although it offers fewer advanced features compared to PowerPoint, Google Slide includes essential tools for creating presentations such as text formatting, syempre, no, image insertion, and simple animation. So its integration with Google Drive ensures that users can access the presentation from any device with internet connectivity, making it particularly suited for remote learning and online classroom. So for those who are using Apple or Mac, no, Apple Keynote is a presentation software developed for Mac OS and iOS users, known for its sleek, no, and professional design elements. So it offers visually stunning templates, no, dynamic animation, and high quality transitions, which make it favorite among creatives and professionals looking for aesthetically pleasing presentation. So Keynote's seamless integration with other Apple products such as the iPad and iPhone, no, allows for enhanced mobility and creative input via Apple Pencil. No, while not as widely used as PowerPoint and Google Slide, Keynote is praised for its design-centric approach, offering users the ability to produce polished, high-impact presentations. So I think that's it for uh, presentation software.